Yo, what is going on? This is your boy, Thatguyface with Face the Music Media. We are back again for another episode of How I Synth. In this video, we got Uad Opal. Let's get into it. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh yeah. Face the music. So, Uad's Opal is part of Uad's new subscription service called Spark. Now, Uad Spark is a collection of native plugins that they have now. So they've gone native, and along with that service, they've offered this new synthesizer called Opal Morphing Synthesizer. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. First, before we get into that, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content that we do here, and hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. Also, make sure you go to realloops.com to cop our very first preset pack called Sweet Fusion. Sweet Fusion is a collection of presets for a collection of Cherry Audio's synthesizers. So make sure you go to realloops.com. That's realloops.com. The link will be in the description. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So Opal synthesizer is a little bit weird. It's not like your traditional synthesizer, but let's go ahead and take a look. So we have our oscillator section here. We have 3 oscillators. And so we have this big window here where you can click this little button. So most of these sections here have that button, as you can see here, 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 and here. You click those buttons and it'll bring it up on this screen here. So if I click on oscillator, as you can see, the oscillators are here. So we have oscillator 1, 2, and 3, and then we have the noise oscillator. So if I click on the filter button here, it's going to pull up the filter, where you can kind of mess around with the filter and the routing of the filter. So, you click on the LFOs, you can go ahead and dial in your LFOs, and then you have your multi-segment section, and then you have your output effects. And the output effects, they have actually a lot of effects that you could choose from. So I really enjoy that. So then you have your matrix here, and that's how you're going to route out your LFOs and all of your other mod sources. And then you have the voice section here, where you can choose how many voices you want, the note trig, priority, vibrato, and bend. And then you have your glide and tuning options here. So, I haven't really fooled around with the whole synthesizer and kind of dove into every aspect, but I have fooled around with it. And what I can say is that if you guys have seen any of my other videos, I love pulse width modulation. And this synthesizer does pulse width modulation really good. So I really enjoy that. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Let's see what these oscillators sound like. As you know, I always start off with my synth reviews doing a oscillator test with the saw wave, and then I detune the saw. So what I'm going to do is, we have 3 oscillators here in the mixer. As you can see, oscillator 1 and 2 is turned on. They're both going to filter 1. Oscillator 3 is off, so that's good. So let's hear what that sounds like. So let's go ahead and slightly detune oscillator 2, and then we'll hear that phase sound. Nice. I love that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the pulse wave here. And I'm going to do that on both oscillator 1 and 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to automate the slide here, and it's going to give us the pulse width modulation. So I want it to go all the way until it slightly cancels out and then back down. So let's go ahead and do that. The way we do that is by, do this, go ahead, click that. And let's go to LFO. For LFO 1, I'm going to sync it to the tempo here. And I'm going to go to, let's go ahead and do 2. I always go with the slower rate, but let's do 2 on this one and see what that sounds like. So what we're going to do is go up here to the matrix. And so for the source, we're going to go with LFO1 and then destination, oscillator 1, shape. If you take a look here, you can see it's already moving, right? So basically we want this shape here to only go here and then come all the way over and then stop here instead of going all the way from the right to the left. So let's go ahead and do that here. So we want to go over to the offset, pull that over. And now you see it's only going halfway and all the way to the top. So I'm going to click the amount and see. Bring that down a little bit. Okay, let's take a listen. Let me turn down oscillator 2 so you can hear it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that for oscillator 2 as well. Let's go LFO1, offset up, and amount is at 26%. Let's do oscillator 2 shape. And so let's go ahead and take a listen to that. So I've got a chord I've played in the background. I'm going to go ahead and play that. So let's take a listen. I'll turn it down a little bit. See. Sweet. So I think what I want to do is go ahead and change the speed on that LFO and see what that sounds like. So let's go over here to LFO. Let's just see what it sounds like. So one more thing too, I just realized we have 2 filters here and I'm so used to having the cutoff here and the resonance here that I've been adjusting this as if it's the resonance when it's not. So this is the cutoff for the high pass filter. This is the cutoff for the low pass filter. As you can see, the resonance is here, envelope, envelope. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that. Sweet. So I kind of want that filter to follow what the oscillator is doing. So I'm going to come over here to the matrix and I'm going to create another mod source. And let's go to LFO1. I'm going to choose the filter. So let's come over here to filter 1 cutoff and let's go ahead. And as you can see, it's moving here. And so I want it to go from about 12 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. So let's do this. Let's change the offset. So let's take a listen to that. That sounds really rich. I love that sound. All right, so let's go ahead and fool with the envelopes for the filter and see if we can shape that. So we have the filter envelope here. So let's go ahead and fool around with that and see what we can come up with. Beautiful. So I'm going to change the tail on that so that way it can kind of ring out just a little bit. And so let's go ahead and add some effects here. Let's go ahead. I kind of want to put some distortion on. Let's see if they have some distortion here. Okay, so we do have some distortion. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, not exactly what I'm looking for this particular sound. So let's try something different here. Let's see what we have here. So let's do this. Let's do some modulation here and see what we can come up with. Let's fool with the flanger and see what that sounds like. Okay. So I have an idea. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to the LFO and change that rate to 4 bars. Let's go back over here to the matrix and I want to see if, I don't even know if this is a possibility, but let's see. I want to sync up the LFO to that frequency of the, not frequency, the time of that flanger. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. Effects 1, parameter 1, 2, 3. So let's take a look here. So I'm not sure which one that is, but let's just take a listen. Let's just choose one and see if it works. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is fool around with these controls now that we have that going and see what we come up with. Ooh, that's kind of sick. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw some reverb on that. I like spring reverb, so let's try the spring and see what that sounds like. Not feeling that so much. Let's try Alien Verb, see what that sounds like. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to automate the size slightly, and that's gonna give us a chorus sound. So let's do this. Let's go over here to LFO1. Let's choose FX2 parameter 1, and then let's take the amount very low, offset a little low, and let's see what that sounds like. Beautiful. That sounds really, really good. Hey, yo, man, that's the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think about the UAD Opal. My thoughts on it is it sounds really good. I love the richness and fullness of it. You know, UAD does some good high quality audio stuff. So, you know, of course I was expecting that. So I love the synth, man. It sounds really good. As far as the subscription service, though, I'm not feeling that. I mean, I understand some people do love subscription services, but I would say give us the option to choose if we want to purchase it or not. I would prefer to just purchase the synth and just have it and not have to sit here and do a monthly fee. But that's just me. You guys let me know what you think. Let's get the conversation going, man. Drop a comment below and let me know. Would you prefer to just purchase the synth? Would you prefer to do subscriptions? And have you fooled with the synthesizer? Let me know what you think about it. I think it's fun. I like it a lot. It's a little weird. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but that's okay. Because, you know, when you have those kind of constraints, when it's out of the norm, sometimes it brings out a different creative side. So that's not a bad thing. So I'm not mad at that. Of course, they have room to grow and expand and, you know, keep doing updates and keep adding to it. So I'm excited to see what they have as far as the synth world is concerned. But anyway, man, this is Thatguyface, Face the Music Media. Make sure you go to realloops.com, check out Sweet Fusion, the preset pack, and drop a like on this video if you enjoy this content. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. This is Thatguyface, Face the Music Media. We out of here. Peace.